So you want to become a trader. Imagine you're going for a job interview in this company, it's a prop firm, and you meet this exhausted looking, but very friendly and awesome and great guy, which is obviously me, in the lobby. And you get to ask him a few questions before you get to the actual job interview. What would you ask? Obviously, first is, what's the salary expectation? How much do I earn? What's my benefits from this company? And well, you see, I've been working in this company for about 4 years, starting my fifth year, and I brought up about 12 grand to work here. You heard me right. I paid 12 grand to work in this company and to become a trader. This is what you have to expect. Maybe not in this scale, but at least I would say a grand a year. This is what you pay to become a trader. Whether you spend it on prop firm challenges or you put it in a private account at your favorite broker and try your luck there. Then you say, but hey, I heard about this other guy. He makes 10 million a year trading. And what about Warren Buffett? This guy made, I don't know how much money trading and investing and stuff. Yes, that's possible. But you need to understand that learning to trade at home alone is a path that takes the most people about a decade. It's a lot of people say 8 to 10 years until they master trading. So being a trader at home, it's basically being self-employed. You have to get your money elsewhere. You have to get your insurance somehow. You have to put in the effort and work. You probably have a job where you earn your money and you have friends and family and you have to put it all together. And there's this book called Bounce where it's about expertise and excellence. And they say if you have 3 to 4 hours of real mindful training a day, you can become an expert in 10 years. So you have to be very careful about your expectations. It will take you time. So basically, you're telling me you're doing this 4 years now. So it's your fifth year. You haven't made any money right now. How long are you planning to do this? Isn't there any faster way to get a profitable trader? Actually, there are two paths you can take basically. If you hire at a trading firm or you study this stuff in a university and then you go to a bank, you can be a trader, an institutional trader, and you can hire there and learn this there. Or you have the path where you go and study at home and you make your own research, you do your own study courses, self-paid, everything. This is the path most people take because the big firms, they only take very few people and they are very hand-picked. So you can try. You can try. Another thing is that you have to organize your training and study stuff all by yourself. And there's a lot of crap, a lot of bullshit, a lot of fake gurus online. They just want to sell their courses and their mentorships, and they want you to be their cash cow. So they want you to pay them money to show you trading. That YouTube is like infested of these guys, and people fall for them. But with 2-3 years of experience, you see all their flaws. They trade mostly on playback, or they playback means they already know what's happening in the future and click the bars. They don't show you their bank account statements. They don't give you any proof that they're trading. They mostly just smile into the camera like me now. So a lot of them only have a big face and a winning smile and talk you into, oh, you don't have to be that smart and everyone can do it. Well, no, most people fail in trading. That's what you heard. About 90-95% of people fail in trading, and the first account you put on is mostly gone in 3 months. Money's gone, 3 months. It doesn't matter how much you put in there. If you put in there $500 or 1 grand or 3K, doesn't matter. 3 months, it's gone, mostly. real traders are very intelligent guys. So if you are going online and put your money at risk trading against them, you will probably lose money a couple of years. They will outsmart you. Now you probably say, why would anyone do this? Why are you doing this? Well, that's a great point. There's a research out that about six figures a year, I mean $100,000 a year, make you a very happy person. And with this threshold, money doesn't buy you any more happiness. So you have all your needs satisfied, you can go on vacation, you have a great car, family safe, everything great. So six figures a year. And you can earn this money with being an entrepreneur or being a salesman or being some kind of startup guy. When you're intelligent, you can do it. So why trading? And this is a big thing. You will face some other problems along the way, because money doesn't make you any happier. If you don't like your job, get another one. You won't be able to quit your job anytime soon when you start trading. Even if you have the best education and the best support, at least 2 years, at least, until you see any profits, and they won't be great at the beginning. So you have to get yourself some purpose. You probably won't have a lot of social support in your near surroundings, be it family, be it friends. Almost nobody understands what the markets are doing, what ETFs are, what funds are, what the markets assemble at a whole. So if you talk about I lost $500 today, or even 200, or be it 1K, which is easily possible with the Top Step account, for example, you are able to trade 15 mini contracts. Go and take a try, place 15 mini contracts on the Nasdaq, and you will see how fast 5K are gone. So you can't talk about this with anyone. They think you're addicted. They think you're a gambler. You're married. Good luck talking with your wife about this. Quitting your job, going to be a trader. Great idea. I fought for years until she accepted this as a part of my life. And you see, I was able to put on my own room at home. Took me 3 years to get this room. So social support won't be there at the beginning. And even if you were able to make 2 grand or 3 grand a day, let's pray it through. If you make 5 grand a day consistently, you're making 7 figures a year. Yeah, without the tax, but 7 figures pure income. What are you doing with this money? What would you do if money won't be necessary for your life? You have to get you some purpose. You have to find the meaning of your life. And this is something very painful, something very hard. Nobody thinks about this, though nobody have these problems. But if you become a trader and you have a lot of money, you have to find yourself some purpose, man. And this brings us to the next point, which is psychological factors, your relationship with money, and your motivation. And I will just say it right away, most courses and most people are way too much concerned about the psychological factors. You need to learn the basics, and this is what this course will be actually when the intro is done. I will just focus on price action, but I think chapter 1 is much more important to know your reasons why you do it and think about your psychological position before you start to get into trading, because this whole price action course that will form here, it isn't for you if you don't like to trade. It's not about the money. You may be here because of the Lambo you saw or the lifestyle you saw. This is not what trading is about. You could be a neurosurgeon, or I don't know what profession you may have, and make a lot of money and would be able to afford this lifestyle. But again, let's think it through. You can't be drunk all the time, being on beach parties all over the world, and drive around in your Lamborghini. That's not how life works. You still have your social activities, your family, your friends. You have your obligations. You need to live somewhere, live healthy, make sport. So your problems aren't gone just because you are trading and making a lot of money. If your motivation is to make a lot of money, there are plenty of jobs where you can do that. If you are an analytic person, if you like to think, if you like to grasp concepts or establish a way of thinking about why something may happen. Are there people selling? Are there people buying? Why would they do that? Is there any support line? Why would they buy there? Is oil falling because of a crisis? This is not technical analysis, but you get the concept. If you are like to think about things like this, trading is for you. If you are a social person, trading might not be for you because it's very lonesome. You see my room, I could sit here all day and trade. This is also probably why I'm doing this course, just to get a little more social life with other traders, because as I already said, there's no one you can talk about this, and the online gurus, they are all mostly fake, or the one guys who may be legit, you can't get grasp on them, like Lance Breitstein or Al Brooks. You can just talk with them. So I just want to build a small community maybe where I can talk with guys about trading. That's what I would like to do in my career right now. Also, there's the psychologist Dr. Steenbarger, I think. He wrote a book about trading psychology, and he said that social interaction with other traders may be very helpful to thrive and to come along in this career. And also, he said that there was this concept of each one teach one. So you get a better understanding of what you already learned if you put it all together and try to teach one. So I will just try in this video course that follows to compact my knowledge until now in this first video course, and I may develop a deeper understanding of what I already know, and hopefully I learn something more for myself. Just a little disclaimer about myself. I'm a trader, I'm not fully profitable yet. I had payouts from pop firms and I had payouts from my private accounts, but I'm not really profitable yet. So I'm in a path where I just start seeing some results, and I just want to take my trading to the next level. I want to make the next step in my career, maybe make an evaluation of the last 4 years, what I've already learned, how I see the markets, what I may give someone who just starts trading, who just starts out. I want to be a guy who don't sell any courses, don't sell any false beliefs. I want to be maybe someone who helps other people that were in my spot where I was 4 years ago. And yeah, maybe, like I said, build a small community to see where my path leads me. So I guess that's enough of soothing talk. The next video will be about technical analysis. I will start out by explaining the basics, how I have my setup. I only use one indicator, it's a 20 EMA. I mostly trade the 5-minute chart. My mentor, if I say so, was Al Brooks. He wrote a lot of books that I can really recommend, but they are very hard to work through. Maybe if you decide to follow me, it wouldn't be a bad start to read the books and to get grasp of his concepts. I will use them a lot. And yeah, I hopefully bring out one of these courses a month, or even try to work on them weekly. But I have a job, a real job, and this is taking a lot of time from me. So I also have a family. I hope you understand that this is a project that goes over years, and I won't stop anytime soon, but the videos may come without any straight hard schedule and just as they go. So yeah, well, there's nothing more to say than I wish you all the best in your trading journey, and hopefully we see us all together again. Maybe if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to answer them as good as I can. And yeah, well, Wish you all the best. Have a great day. Bye bye.